What's your name, role, and school?
So my name is Ryan Charters. I'm a pupil support leader here at Balerno High School. So I've got a responsibility for looking after pupils within my caseload within Bavelaw House, but I also have responsibility over S2 curriculum and planning for that. And we have, as part of that programme, aligned some of our work with Fast Forward and asking them to support, particularly around the areas of substance use, and kind of supporting young people in developing an understanding around this and associated risks and behaviours.
Why were you keen to have our sessions delivered within your school?
So we have been really fortunate. We've had Fast Forward in for the last 2 years. So we've built up quite a good partnership alongside yourself and others that have been out supporting our lessons within the PSE curriculum. But prior to that, we found that substance misuse in terms of our PSE planning and thinking about maybe some of the concerns that we were seeing in relation to particular things that pupils were trying, particularly around vaping, for example, in school. We've seen a real increase of young people experimenting with certain substances, and we wanted to help them understand and learn about the associated impact that could have on themselves and also others, and obviously to develop an understanding of what that looks like, and kind of the wider school community as well. So we felt that what was needed was improvements in our own curriculum at all stages in terms of materials that we were using in our delivery, but also seeing if there was any partners that we could be in to support and help, who maybe have more experience in this field, for us as staff to be able to watch, learn, and to be able to use that to develop our own teaching strategies and knowledge and understanding, but also just to add more value to our curriculum and really help pupils understand just the importance of these kind of topics and issues. And by having Fast Forward there and supporting with that, it really highlights just how important they are. And I would say feedback from generally from pupils and staff is that it's been a really welcomed resource and support throughout our curriculum so far.
What did you particularly like about the sessions?
I would say the first thing that we absolutely loved was the staff coming out delivering. We thought you always arrived with enthusiasm, a smile, really wanted to get to know the kids, and were really kind of creative and your delivery of those sessions by using the platform Mentimeter. I thought it was a really effective way, particularly as a school, we're really pushing for ICT with all pupils having access to an iPad now. So I thought the resource that you used and platform that you used to support the learning was really considerate of that, and all pupils were able to engage with this really effectively. So I felt that actually just yourselves being there, kind of the personal qualities that you have and engagement with the learners, but also the platforms and resources that you use to support some of the discussions that were happening in the lessons, were really effective in that.
In which ways do our going forward sessions help meet the needs of your school and the young people you support?
It helps us in terms of getting a better understanding about a range of different substances, their impact, and helping pupils make more positive choices, or being aware of their choices that they have and the potential impact that could have on themselves and others, so that they're more, alcohol aware, drug aware, as well as they go through life. One of the subsequent kind of projects that we do after the fast forward sessions in S2 is that we ask pupils to create a learning resource which they could then deliver to S1 pupils, as part of an assessment task. So pupils have been able to use things like Mentimeter, Bluekit, just PowerPoints, all those kind of things to be able to exemplify their knowledge, understanding, and to really get them an opportunity to communicate with each other. What have they learned from the sessions, and how could they, or what do they feel is important to then promote with, or kind of help younger students learn about and understand more.
Where staff sat in on our sessions, what impact did these have on enhancing your practice? Do you feel more confident to discuss the topics and support pupils' questions?
One thing that we've really taken away from it is the sessions on vaping. We have used the information that we've learned from those particular sessions to develop a couple of resources for our senior phase pupils as well. So one of my colleagues who was looking at developing a few different aspects of the S4 curriculum, and has been just from sitting in the sessions and speaking with yourselves, being able to add in some certain parts to that, aspects of those lessons to be able to support planning around kind of other year groups. And it's also just the impact is it's getting us talking about it and getting us talking about, the drugs, alcohol awareness, um, and the risks, and it helps us maybe manage conversations with pupils who are maybe going through difficult situations, or maybe have questions about positive choices, or things or issues around peer pressure that they might have. So it just helps us if we've got that knowledge sitting in these sessions, building our own knowledge and understanding. The impact is that we can then support pupils who are maybe going through difficult situations or have concerns as well.
Would you recommend fast forwards going forward sessions to another school? And would you be interested in continuing to receive going forward sessions in the future?
100%. Aye, we'll be booking in early because I know you're busy folk, but no, 100%. I think a big part of our school, and particularly within the student support, we want to be able to link in with external partners and other agencies who have got expertise in that area. Yes, we want to develop our own understanding to be able to deliver modules in certain key areas within our own teaching practice, but be able to utilise these supports and agencies that are, really specialised is so important. And it gives pupils a little bit, it kind of highlights the severity of some of these things, and it gives them, it kind of revises the curriculum a wee bit and gives them something else to think about. So 100% we would be recommending and also continuing that partnership agreement with Fast Forward that we've established.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I think just from I've sat in quite a few sessions now with Fast Forward, I think generally the staff that are there and delivering the sessions are so engaging. And see when it's I think the thing that really hits home for the kids is when the stories that you tell about people that you've worked with, whether it be adults, children, things that are happening in the wider community. I think connecting to the real life scenarios is a really powerful tool that I've seen utilised through your work that you've done, and the pupils really respond well to that. So I would say just in terms of it's hard to say what would be put in place to be better, but certainly a real strength is talking about those personal experiences of the impact that drugs or alcohol that have had on families and individuals. And I think those are the key take homes that pupils have, because they'll go home and they'll talk about, oh, we learned today about this story about this person, and it gets them reflecting and talking about that with their parents and carers as well, which is a really important aspect.